Hey witches, what's up and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Barbie and thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more crystal and witchy content. Welcome back to another Etsy video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 things I learned over the last 2 years of selling crystals on Etsy. So much has changed since I very first launched back in July of 2019, and my Etsy shop has grown so much. I'm gonna share some tips and things I've learned over the past 2 years with all of you guys, so hopefully it'll help you grow your Etsy shop. In the past 2 years, I have tripled my sales, have brought in over 60,000 web hits a month, and implemented a ton of these strategies to help me increase sales. So let's get started. So tip number 1 is adding videos to all of your listings. Video content is the future of social media, and Etsy is considered a marketplace, but it also is a platform for social media. This stat has also been proven by Etsy. Etsy highly recommends that you add videos to each one of your listings to help show off the product in real life. I started doing this back in July and it has drastically increased my sales, adding the video content to my listing. After taking photos of all of the crystals, I take a quick 15-second video, so it doesn't take very long and it is an up, but it is 100% worth it. So I highly recommend getting into the practice of taking videos, not only for Etsy, but for social media, because like I said, video content is the future for all businesses on social media. So the one downside of adding video listings is you cannot add them directly through the Etsy app. You have to add them on the computer. So this is an extra step, but it is 100% worth it, especially if it helps you increase sales and ensure the buyer is getting exactly what they wanted. Tip number 2 is adding international shipping. Now, international shipping on Etsy can be really scary. I didn't add it for the longest time because I didn't know how to offset the prices. I didn't know how to make it work, and I was really scared of messing up or making a mistake, which I actually did, and I learned a ton from it. I started implementing this in June of 2021, and it definitely helped increase my sales. Some of my customers who spend the most money are from outside of the United States, and it does make the shipping worth it. Now, Etsy doesn't have the cheapest international shipping, so I highly recommend using pirateship.com. They have special international rates that all you have to do is request to access them and you get access instantly. Pirate Ship offers the exclusive rate and you can ship up to 2 pounds for around $20 anywhere in the world. Now, adding international shipping 100% takes research on pricing and weight and destination, but it is 100% worth it. If you want to download my Etsy shipping guide, I have a ton of tips and tricks there on how to ship domestically and internationally, and boxes I recommend you can go ahead and download it via my Etsy, which I will link down below. I am also working on an international shipping guide, so keep an eye out for that if you want to learn how to cheaply ship international packages for your Etsy shop to help increase sales. Tip number 3 is post to Etsy as often as you can. Even if this means just posting a few times a day, it will drastically help you show up in the algorithm. Etsy favors those who frequently are updating their shop, meaning new listings, updating existing listings, or adding more items to your shop. Now, you don't have to do this daily or even weekly, but you definitely want to do it several times a month. For example, when I was moving across the country, I didn't post for 3 weeks straight. I did not put my shop on vacation mode and I just let sales roll in. I was still able to meet my sales goal, but I did have a slower sales month versus when I typically post every week or a couple times a week, my sales are drastically stronger. So I highly recommend posting at least 5 to 10 new items every week if you can. So just for context, in my Etsy shop, when I didn't post for those 3 weeks, I made about $2,000 less than I normally would posting several times a week. So it just proves that Etsy favors those in the algorithm who post more often. A great way to do this is to not post group listings and post more items that are individually listed. Yes, this takes more work, and from what I've been told from my customers on this YouTube channel, that people prefer shopping individual listings, and group listings can sometimes be frustrating. Yes, it takes more time, more energy, and yes, you have to pay the 20-cent listing fee each individual item you list, but if it helps you increase sales and helps you increase the items in your shop, it's probably worth it. It also helps make your shop look more full. It also helps your sell-through rate look higher. So I highly recommend, if you can, post 5 to 10 new items every week to help increase your sales. And if you really want to get hardcore, try to post 1 to 3 items a day. So tip number 4 is make sure your Etsy shop is fully filled out. And what do I mean by fully filled out? I mean, make sure you have a profile picture, a banner, a fully filled out shop policy, an about me section, a title, and a header. Make sure you have at least 50 listings in your shop. Make sure you have shop categories. Make sure your listings are fully filled out. Make sure you're using 10 out of 10 of the photos available for your listing. All of these things will help you appear more in the algorithm. Etsy does not favor shops that do not have their shop fully set up. And a lot of beginners want to rush opening their shop and forget these very critical steps. So once you open shop, go back and make sure you have all of these things, because Etsy will not promote your shop if you're missing a banner, a profile picture, a shop policy. And you guys, take your time writing those shop policies, because they are very critical. If you are to have a bad customer service experience, Etsy will side with you as long as you have that covered in your shop policy. And I know I mentioned this before, but make sure you have at least 50 listings in your shop before you open up. This will not only help you in the algorithm, it'll help make your shop look more full. So don't open up your shop with only 5 to 10 or even 15 to 20 listings. Your shop will look very bare. Make sure you have 50 listings in your shop before you open up. Tip number 5. So Etsy does reward those shops who offer free shipping over $35 by helping them show up in the algorithm more, helping promote their products for free, and so many other things. I've been doing this since day 1, and it definitely helps my shop show up in marketing emails and other features on Etsy. If you guys are nervous or don't know how to price appropriately for free shipping over $35, head over to my Etsy shop and download the Etsy 101 shipping guide. It is available in my shop over on Etsy. I've been offering free shipping since 2019, and I have been completely profitable. So there is definitely a way to do it. I can guarantee that. So tip number 6, social media is key. Do not rely on Etsy alone. So don't get me wrong, one of the huge perks of being on Etsy is they will drive a huge amount of traffic for you. They drive up to 50 to 60% of the traffic to my shop on their own, because I offer the free shipping over $35, and they do marketing for me because I am a star seller. So they drive a huge amount of traffic. But when you're first starting off, you definitely cannot rely on Etsy to drive traffic for you. There is so much competition on Etsy, especially in the crystal industry, and you need to market your own shop on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever the social media platform you choose. You need to make sure you're marketing and driving traffic to your own Etsy shop. Etsy works like any other social media platform. The more you post, the more you show up, the more people find you, the more sales you get. So this is true with Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and any other social media platform. The more you post, the more you show up, the more you get discovered, the more that converts to sales. So just as much as you're updating your Etsy shop, you need to be updating your Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever social media platform you're using. Highly recommend using at least 3 social media platforms outside of Etsy. One of the best things about this is then you don't have to rely on Etsy's SEO, because Etsy's SEO can be very confusing, and you don't solely want to rely on Etsy's SEO to push your listings to the top, especially when you're competing with shops who are offering free shipping and star sellers. Tip number 7. beef up your titles, descriptions, tags, and keywords. Now, what sounds better to you? Rose quartz sphere or beautiful rose quartz sphere with star flash from Brazil? Probably the second one, right? Marketing and beefing up wording is proven to increase sales. So don't just list the bare minimum. Put words like beautiful, large, star flash, druzy, deep color, location, anything you can about that crystal to beef up that listing. I promise you it looks way more appealing, and from a marketing standpoint it does help sell items. Now you want to be careful when you're beefing up your listing descriptions because you want to make sure all of the statements you are claiming are 100% true, or that could do the opposite and backfire on you and get you a bad review. So make sure when you're beefing up your listings all of your statements are accurate and true. And make sure you are using both the tags and the material tags for everything you do. When you maximize these tags, these will help you show up in Etsy's SEO. So if you're listing a rose quartz sphere, make sure you're listing rose quartz sphere, crystal sphere, pink sphere, rose quartz from Brazil, quartz sphere, like anything that anyone could look for to find your crystals, make sure you're listing them in the tags. They give you a ton of tags to use, so use them. Tip number 8, and this is probably the biggest tip, make sure you are pricing appropriately. So many Etsy shops and sellers in general underprice their crystals because they are basing their pricing off of other shops on Etsy. This will kill your shop. Do not do this. Make sure you're pricing your crystals off of what you paid, not what other Etsy shops are doing, because a lot of people don't know how to price to be profitable and end up underpricing. In long term, that's not financially sustainable and their shop will go under because they will not be able to profit. So do not copy other shops' pricing. Do not look at other shops' pricing. Price strictly off of what you paid. And if you need help learning how to price, make sure to sign up for my Patreon. There is a full video on there how to price, and we chat in the Discord on how to price and how different shops price for their needs. And remember, there are no rules in pricing, so don't be afraid to price what you paid. Don't worry if you think your crystals are too expensive. The right buyer will come along and pay the price that that crystal is worth. Do not cut your prices just because you think it's expensive. You need to work on developing a pricing strategy that works for you. Someone else's pricing strategy may not work for you. So you need to sit down, develop out a pricing strategy that works to make sure you're making money at the end of the day. Tip number 9, have patience. Overnight success is not a thing, especially in the industry of selling crystals. It may look like it on TikTok or Instagram that a shop has had overnight success, but that is not reality. You see a 1-minute clip of somebody with 100 orders. What you're not seeing is the hours and hours of hard work, late nights, no sleep, stress, anxiety, and all of the negative things that come with being a small business owner. Most of the money people make gets reinvested back into their crystal shops. Behind every overnight success is years and years of hard work, strategy, planning, making mistakes, losing money, and all of that jazz. It took me 2.5 years to start paying myself the wage that I wanted. This is not an overnight success, and things are always changing, moving, and evolving, so you need to have patience. It's not a get-rich-quick industry. Crystals are very expensive, and you need a lot of money and a lot of financial strategy to be able to be successful and make money. You get out of it what you put in, and if you're not making money, you need to reevaluate your strategy or develop a strategy in the first place. The sooner you start treating this like a full-time job, the sooner you start making money like it's a full-time job. And speaking of strategy, tip number 10 is have a strategy. I've seen so many people open up shop with zero strategy. They make their first sale, they don't know how to ship, they don't have shipping boxes, they don't know how to print labels, they don't know how to price shipping. So many things go wrong, and then they're panicking and freaking out because they've done no research and don't have any strategy in place, and they just panic. The reality is most businesses fail within the first 5 years of opening shop, and this is lack of strategy, lack of budget, lack of growth, lack of goals, and not having a plan on how to get from A to Z. If you don't have these plans, how are you going to measure your growth? How are you going to know if you're making money? How are you going to know if you're making a profit? How are you going to plan for growth if you don't have any strategy or plan in place for the 1 year, for the 5 year, for the 10 year? You need to measure yourself and your shop against these goals to see if you're actually being successful. Think about it this way. If I gave you a car key and told you to get from New York to LA, would you just get in your car and start driving? No, because that's silly. You would likely make sure you go fill the car up with gas, make sure you have snacks and drinks, make sure you have a route planned, make sure you have hotel stops along the way. Maybe you're like, I don't want to drive, I want to buy a plane ticket. Then you need to budget for your plane ticket. You need to look up the plane ticket arrival times and departure times. You need to plan out how long you're going to stay, how many hours it's going to take you to get there. You don't just get in a car and drive from LA to New York City. That would be crazy. It's the same thing with your business. You don't just open up a business with zero strategy. You need to have a strategy. You need to know how much money, how much time, what your goals are, your growth, your path, your strategy. All of that needs to be documented and written down. And there's just no way that you can copy another business's strategy. You and you alone need to make your own business strategy, because you need to define what success, what path, and what strategy you are going to take. You cannot copy or replicate what somebody else is doing. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money, and you will not be successful copying what someone else is doing. So I highly recommend before you open your business, you write all of these things down. I have a business plan available over on my Etsy shop, or if you join my Patreon, you get it included in your membership. So that's everything I have for you guys today. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you learned something. I know this is a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to circle back on strategies and tips and tricks that I've learned over the past 2 years of owning a successful Etsy shop and making over 6 figures in the last 2 years with my Etsy shop. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more crystal and witchy content. And if you guys have specific questions on Etsy or specific questions down below, leave them in the comment section and I'll make sure to try to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!